Welcome to the Peter Legge Podcast, where you're empowered to lead, inspire, and influence. Now, here's your host and mentor, best-selling author, internationally acclaimed speaker, and community leader, Dr. Peter Legge.
My guest today is Winnie Hsu, and I'm so delighted to have you on this recording. And over the last few months, we've got to know each other reasonably well. And you've impressed me with your honesty and your straightforwardness, and you follow through on absolutely everything that you say you're going to do, which are absolutely the bedrock things central, or should be central, to every successful business person. If they only knew that, they would practice that more often. So welcome, and it's good to have you here.
Thank you, Peter, for inviting me for this podcast. I'm honored to be here.
So what would you like to discuss today?
I really like more people to know why I started this foundation after running a small bookkeeping and accounting firm for 20 years. So this is a more like the goal. Just when you're starting anything new, nobody know, right? Nobody know what you try to do and why you do it. I ran into the similar issues in the last 2 years when I incorporated and registered a society for Vision to Reality Foundation. But after this 2 years, we're not only getting over 600 members on our online business community, at the same time, also getting more than 15 partners in the same ecosystem, supporting entrepreneurs, supporting small business, and also the mentors like yourself to give me suggestions and give me feedbacks for how to, design and running, how to be a leader within and grow as an individual, as a person, to increase the conversational or communication skills. And that's what really make this business take. And even a nonprofit, it is a business. You have to thinking that as a business, thinking as an entrepreneurial mindset to actually running it, especially when just start, you have no money, no people, no capacity, no program, and basically you have nothing. And how you're going to make it work as a startup. So that's also the reason why recently I had been several podcasts, or maybe a friend invite me to share the stories in their organization. The full purpose is for people to understand the why, understand what this organization can benefit them. And I only want the people they can benefit from this organization to support, to help, and to share their knowledge.
Well, tell us about the foundation, exactly what it does, and how do people access it and support you?
Basically, I saw so many newcomers in this country to Canada. Canada it's absolutely a wonderful country full of opportunities. And like I'm telling everybody that money is everywhere. You just go to pick up. I just, like telling anybody new here. But many people don't really believe it. Or the people born here, grew up here, and they have all the English. They speak perfectly, and they have all their classmates, their childhood friend, their parents, all their network around them. But they don't see that opportunity. So I constantly wondering why they don't see it. And then I realized, because we move from different country, different background, and we come to here with a single mind, just wanted to have a better life for ourselves and better life for our family, better life for our next generation. And so basically we're looking for them. Our eyes is open and we look everywhere, every situation, we try to find some ways can make it work. So this is more like a immigrator mentality or entrepreneur mentality. If you have these kind of mentality, you see opportunity everywhere. Even your cleaning houses, like beginning, I was cleaning houses, babysitting, so working in the warehouse, working in McDonald's. I see opportunity every single day because in there I can learn English. I learn, okay, cleaning houses I use, what product to clean the wood service, what product I can use to clean the marble service, what product I can use to clean the glass. And I never had those knowledge. So those jobs also gave me the opportunity to learn. I believe many newcomers have the similar type of idea. And also right now the statistic says, I believe 30% of the people move to a new location. They are hoping to be self-employed or start their own business. And if this is the big percentage, thinking 100,000 people move to BC, British Columbia, Canada, 30% of them want to open their own business. And they have the dream, they have the desire, but they just don't know how. They don't know where's the resource. They don't know who to trust. They don't know who to ask questions. They don't know who to get some tips. And they also don't know thousands of websites online, which one they can trust, or which one giving them the viable credit type of a resource. So this is the reason why we start the Vision to Reality. So we provide the resource we already vetted. We know they're providing the resources, truly helping them, giving them the knowledge. And most important, we're creating an online community for people to join. Right now, our 600 members from 40 different countries moved to Canada, and different colors, different background, different culture. It's just phenomenal. I'm learning every single day from our platform, because people from Turkey share what they eat, people from the Philippines share their festivals, people from Sri Lanka sharing their own histories, and then the cultures, and the people from Colombia, people from Peru, from Argentina, from Brazil, from Germany, from Portugal, from South Africa, they all sharing something I don't know. So, and also many other people don't know. When we see it, it's just so exciting. You also learn something new. At the same time, you're teaching people to have the mentality in Canada to start their own life. It's something just super exciting for me.
Yeah, Canada is a land of opportunity still. I was 12 years old when we came here with my mom and dad. They were seeking a new future, and I actually didn't know where we were coming. I didn't figure out where New Westminster was, but it has been a blessing to me and all the things I've tried to do. I don't think there's any way I could have done them if we stayed in England, but we can do them here because this is such an open country and province that you can do just about anything that you dream noteworthy and trustworthy to do, you can do it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I remember I read your book, your brand new book called Secret of the Masters. And you wrote one guy, Blink, from from the northern BC, starting the lumber business.
Yes.
I also read his book you sent to me, which is the Power of a Dream. And it's true, even they came maybe 40 years ago, maybe 50 years ago, like myself came here 30 years ago, but even they just come yesterday to Canada, there's still tons of opportunities here. As long as you're willing to apply yourself, willing to think differently as a business owner, and also thinking to control your own financial future in your own hand. And I truly believe they can do it. But if every single day we're thinking, oh, the government not good, my parents not good, my brother, sister no good, my employee no good, my boss is really bad, my teacher is really bad. If every single day that's the thought process, of course, everything's going to be bad. And that's my own take for the attitude. But if every single day you're thinking, my boss, I want to make my boss the best boss in the country, or want to make my manager the best manager because I gave him the idea, gave her the idea, and then the company moving forward, and make my boss super rich. And then during that process, we're learning something, and we learn from them, learn how they run the business. Eventually, you can apply it to our own life. So every opportunity you're just thinking, okay, what I'm going to learn from here, and then moving forward to benefit my own purpose and what the directions. And also like what you said, the accountability.
Yes.
You be the person of your word. You do whatever you say. If you are not able to do, just say no, I can't do it.
Have you met Mr. Brink?
No, I haven't. I would love to if there's a chance. I really love his story, and also in the age of 70, he's still doing the body, like a builder type of contest. It takes certain mentality to thinking about life. And I turned 60 this year, and I feel I'm more fit compared 20 years ago. Because I'm watching my health and watching what to eat, what to, every day to incorporate some exercise into the busy life. But our health it's so important as a business owner or as anybody, because we have family responsibilities too, as a parents, right, to our kids, as a spouse to our partners, as a daughter or son to our parents. So we all have certain responsibilities. So taking care of our own physical health, it should be the number one, I think. But many of us are not that balanced.
Well, when he got his first job in northern BC with a pulp mill, he didn't know the difference. He showed up in the first day in a suit and tie. And he was basically online, working online. Pretty soon he had to say, I got to get some overalls. That's how naive he was, and how he's built a fortune and a wonderful life up there, and helped the community immensely over the years.
Yeah, similar, like in your book, you wrote so many people's story, like Jimmy Patterson. You wrote the story about Azim, and you wrote the story about the several other peoples in their industry becoming the leaders, or in the nonprofit becoming the leaders, or in the sports, in the politics. And all of them all take the similar type of characters, and you have a dream, and you know why you're doing it. And then you're consistent and persistent, pushing through, no matter how hard it is, and no matter many times you just don't see the light. I was talking to one of my staff yesterday. I said many times actually when I was in the beginning stage in Canada here, or even during building the business, you just feel as you're walking on a desert. You don't see nothing. You just see all the desert, all the sand, and you see the sunset, the sunrise, but you just don't see nothing else besides the sand dunes. And many times you have storms coming over. But how to make ourselves keep walking, even you see nothing in front of you. So one of my staff asking me, said, Winnie, how you think, when you're in this, I feel that's myself, I'm just keep walking, but seeing nothing. I said, because in my mind, every single morning I wake up, I'm thinking, just turn that corner. Just after that one hill, I can see oasis. I can see a palm tree there. I can see there's a palm with like elephants drinking the waters, just like in National Geographic. That's exactly how I think. And many years pushing through, you're still thinking that oasis, because that's your goal. That's where you wanted to go. You don't really care how long you have to go through the mountains, go through the hills, go through the desert. And because eventually, just turn that corner, just push one more day, you're going to see that oasis. That's basically how I think for many, many years.
Yeah. And you've seen that for yourself as you've built your own business. Isn't that correct?
Yes. Yeah. I see that happening.
Is there one or two, are there three elements that you've applied to your business that would be easily interpreted that somebody could apply to their business?
Of course, number one, the why. Basically, just your hope, your dream, and your desires, and whatever way you want to translate. And basically, just like you have somewhere to go. Just like we go to a travel destination, if you go to LA or if you go to Rome, go to London, you have a destination you wanted to go. And then you figure out a way, but you have to take actions. If you're just dreaming about it, go to London, but never get on the plane, never get on the boat, never get on the bike, you're still not able to get there. So I'm thinking the second element is the action. You truly need to do it, even just one step a day and still doing it. So that's, I think it's quite important. And number 3 is you need to have focus, especially nowadays. There's so many temptations, so many new skills, new news and a new way of doing business, social medias, and there's AIs. There's so many things going on. How to pinpoint your focus within all those noise, all those temptations, all those attractions. In today's life, I feel new business, they were facing this challenge more than many years ago because the information just too overwhelming. And nobody can take in everything every day. And I heard somebody said, or maybe in a book I read, is today's information, like one day's information more than probably 100 years ago, the whole century's information. And people have to digest in our brain. It's really hard. So you have to eliminate something, like not watching them and not hear them. Otherwise, just no way to concentrate. So in Vision to Reality, every single day, I'm always thinking, what is the 3 things that Winnie has to do? And then moving forward.
That is dream, action, and focus.
Yeah. I think that's the top 3 I would share, would want anybody to think to do. And then you can, step by step get there.
Do you believe that basically anybody can do this?
If I can do it, everybody can do it, right? I came to Canada with knowing or very limited English, with $1,000, and many people know the story. And came in as a poor international student, and I don't even never see a McDonald's in my life. 30 years ago, never see a Pizza Hut, never know what is you're selling milk in a bottle. Because in China, I only drink milk in a powder and put water. So if I can start from there to get to here, to be financially independent, to have a family, to have people love and respect, I believe anybody can do it.
I think you've missed one element which seems to hang around you a lot: sheer hard work. You're a very hard worker.
Yeah, that is I believe it should be just like a given. If you don't have a hard work, you're not willing to work, nothing gonna happen, right? Doesn't matter you want to be the best chef, you wanted to be the best teacher or professor or engineer, doctor, accountant, doesn't matter what you try to do. There's a practice you have to do. And we all read many people read the book of, like, I don't remember the person's name, but there's a research by a psychologist to say everything you want to perfect, you have to put 10,000 hours into it. Similar like you're running a business, right? I mean, 10,000 hours put into it, you can be either a musician, like really play cellos or play piano. And if you have 10,000 hours putting in to practice, making mistake, correcting it, and then you can get better. Similar like running a company or business. So I truly hope Vision to Reality, we not only offer once a month free workshop online by Zoom, and also 1 hour we inviting the people like Peter, like Winnie, like other business owners to be the speakers, to share their story. We call them storytelling events. Once a month online, and similar like this, just like a fireside chat, very casual, and ask their questions. Why did you start a business? How did you start, right? What you did will help you to grow your business. And so they can inspire the next generation and other newcomers or other people grew up in Canada. They really wanted to start their own company. And then we have another program. It's called a tri-mentorship, which is one mentor with 2 mentees. So that we call them tri-mentorship. We run them around 2 to 3 times a year, about 8 to 10 weeks long. So we match the mentor with the mentee, and normally mentee is the newcomers, international student, or somebody just want to start their business, don't know how, or just starting their careers, don't know which direction to go. And then the mentors may be somebody already living in this country for a long time, in their profession for 5 to 10 years experience or more, and they can just share some personal suggestions and feedbacks. And not really a step-by-step how you start business, that kind of mentorship. It's more like a creating that human connection, and they can ask a question, right? To learn about Canada's cultures, how to run something here. And then the most important program we offer is this online community. And now we have like 600 members, and we offer many topics, and people can talk to each other, giving comments, asking questions, and building that kind of a, how to say, welcome, diverse, inclusive type of a environment where people feel safe to come in.
And you've applied all these in your career, building your business.
Building my accounting business?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, because I feel if you train your staff to have the entrepreneur mind, and you will have much more better production and motivation because they're doing for themselves. They're not just working for a company, working for an organization. And we have a very small company. I only have 15 staff. We're all really close. I know their family, I know their kids, their dog, their cat, their parents, and basically know them all. And we normally, once a year, we have a whole family get together with everybody living with you. They can all come. And we also have our team get together. And when we all know each other like a friend, we care for their personal growth, their families. And we help each other just like brothers, sisters, mom and dad and kids, and that kind of relationship. And it truly warmed my heart every single time. And my parents are 89 and living in our house. And sometimes if I'm away, I'm busy doing something. And I always have my staff, just like my brother or sisters, they're stepping in. They can say, okay, I'll take mom to see doctors, or I'll stay in your house to helping them in the night. And I don't see that often in today's society because we're not just simple a boss and employee type of relationship. We're more like a friend, a family. And because they know I'm going to do the same for them. And they also know they're going to do the same for me. So this is the concept that we try to imply in our accounting business. I truly want every single person thinking they're the consultant, they're the advisor. They own their own destiny. They own the responsibility for their own destiny. So that's basically in our corporate culture, you can say, company culture or organization culture, that's what we developed. Many people asked me in the early stage, they said, Winnie, if you trust your staff to taking care of clients, taking care, like individual clients from beginning to the end, only they're fully responsible. Don't you just worry they're going to steal your client and open their own business? I said, I would be happy to do it. And then they take 10 clients, I can get 100. So that's exactly how I answered for my other accounting friend. I said, why do you worry? There's so many clients need help. You can't even do 24/7 to help them. And if somebody else can help them, you should be happy because you will have more people you can help. But so far never happened because we really have a great relationship and I trust them completely. Even, majority of them working from home and not seeing each other, but we still trust everybody the same way.
Have you ever thought about writing a book on leadership?
I am gathering information now.
Have a name for it yet?
I'm writing one blog every week in our community, inside our community, regarding the growth mindset, regarding structural mind, regarding leadership, and just share personal stories, how to apply them. Because now if you use the ChatGPT, if you say, give me 10 leadership principles, they are going to be like 20 seconds, they come out with 10, right? And if you ask ChatGPT, said, okay, tell me the top 5, whatever points or theories of growth mindset, they can list it. It's perfect English and everything makes sense. But the thing is that ChatGPT and all the AIs, they cannot replace each individual business owner and business leader's story. And that's what I see. We can use ChatGPT to put all the concept there. But for us, our job is to add in how we apply it to our daily business and our daily family life, our daily personal relationship, our daily struggles, how we overcome it, how we apply that concept into, operating your business or dealing with your customers. That's what I see is missing right now. And I'm trying to focus to do this. So I already have, I wrote the blog for almost 2 years. Eventually, I'm thinking I'm going to gather those blogs and becoming a book. Hopefully, somebody will read it. I have no idea, never published a book before. Maybe you can help me, Peter.
I probably could. On that note, we should bring this podcast to an end. But yes, I would gladly help you put a book together. It doesn't have to be a long book. Mm-hmm. It could be the top 10 secrets from Winnie, blah, 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 on whatever we're going to talk about. Mm-hmm. And it's easier to do than most people think it is to do. But it would have to be your words, and you saying them, and then we'll fix them up for you.
That's great. Yeah, I'm hoping you and your assistant and your managers are helping me and guide me, because I really don't know how to write a book, but I already wrote lots of materials. I'm thinking the materials is right there. I just need the right cook to do it.
Well, my wife Kay and I are going away for a 2 or 3 week holiday. When I get back, I will call you and have lunch with you and talk about that very subject, Winnie's book.
That's great. That should be phenomenal. Yeah, I personally would love it, because you're my mentor, my coach, and whatever you can guide me, I will be super, super appreciate. The last word I wanted to put here is truly, it's a drop of kindness and need to be repaid by ocean of love. That's what you help me to do that. All the Chinese proverb to translate to English. It's true. If every single one of us thinking this way, we're going to have a way better life.
Yes, I agree. We'll end this broadcast on that. Thank you so much, Winnie, very much. Yeah, it's really, you should be interviewing me because you've got so much wisdom trapped in you.
No, we wanted to interview you to be the speaker on our storytelling events. In that way, I can sit another side to asking you questions.
Well, I'd be happy to do that for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Winnie, very much.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review.